It took me a while, but I came to learn that most people in life probably do not care about you as much as you think they do, or you would like them to. The guy you saw walking down the street is probably thinking about how to pay off his rent by the end of the month. The other lady you saw probably has student loans that she's trying to figure out how to pay them off. That young kid you met on the public transportation, on the train, on the bus, wherever, he's probably got an interview coming up. He's trying to nail it and get a job that can help him get by in this crazy world. My point is, people have problems too. People have challenges too. So when you walk down the street, when you step out of your house into the world, it's not as though everything comes to a halt and all of a sudden everyone is looking at you, judging you, looking at what shoes you're wearing, and probably thinking, "Oh, she must be wearing those shoes for like the longest time. Maybe it's time for her to change them." Isn't she recognizing that? Isn't she realizing that those shoes are too old? Nobody's looking at you like that. Nobody's looking at what phone you're using and thinking, "Is that the latest iPhone? Is that the latest Samsung phone?" Nobody does that. It's an illusion. It's something that can happen to everyone. It can happen to you, it can happen to me. But the reality is that people also have problems. You meet people outside, they're running to their jobs, they are running to take care of their kids, they're probably moving from one job to the other job. People have lives to live. So give yourself a break. Take a deep breath and do not think that people care too much about you than they actually do because they have lives to live too. As humans, it's very easy for us to get all caught up in who we are and what we think people are perceiving or thinking about us. It's called the spotlight effect. You walk into a room and suddenly you think everything is seized. Nobody's doing anything. All they're doing is looking at you from head to toe, trying to figure you out and thinking about everything you are, the belt you're wearing, the pants you're wearing, the shirt you're wearing. You think maybe you didn't iron your shirt that day. You think somebody in the crowd somehow is sitting there looking at you thinking, "Oh, he didn't even iron his shirt. That shirt is so wrinkled." Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't iron your shirt. What I'm trying to say here is that it's very easy to think that all eyes are on us and we are in the spotlight. And all of a sudden, nobody cares about anything else but us. That is not true. Do you realize that sometimes you even say hi to people and they don't even say hi back because they have something else going on? If you were to go back to 4 days ago and ask one of your coworkers what color of shirt you wore to work, I guarantee you 99% of the people you work with would not be able to tell you what color of shirt you wore. Why? Because they do not care. They don't care. They're not sitting down counting how many pants you wear in a week, how many shirts you wear in a week. And if they are, it only means that their lives are empty and you don't have to give them any mind. You don't have to pay them any attention. People have serious things going on. They have challenges happening in their lives that they want to overcome just as much as you do. So please give yourself a break. Take a deep breath. Go into your closet. Pull out that shirt, that 4-year-old shirt. Take those sneakers out. Those sneakers that have this tiny hole in them that you don't think you can ever, for the life of you, put them on again and step out into the world. Put them on. Nobody is going to be looking around your feet trying to see whether or not your sneakers are intact without any blemish, without any defects, and they are nice looking. They don't care whether you're wearing the latest Nikes or whatever. They don't care what kind of watch you're wearing, whether it costs $50 or it costs $50,000. Nobody wakes up in the morning, takes a shower, puts on clothes, and steps out into the world looking for what people are wearing and how their hair looks. And oh, please. In the real world, people go out because they have businesses to attend to. They're not trying to mock people. So I'm saying this because I come across way too many people kind of like caged in this little world, very small world that people are going to judge me for the phone. Hey, if you have an iPhone 6s, and I don't care, I don't even know how many years it's been since they released that phone, but nobody cares what kind of iPhone you use. If you're trying to stretch out beyond your what you can afford to get the latest iPhone so that socially you can satisfy yourself and not have anxiety when you go out into the public, you're doing yourself because people do not care. They don't care whether you're using the latest Samsung. They don't care what laptop you have. They just don't care what kind of PlayStation you have. That's what it is. So wake up, strap up, put yourself out there in the world. Be content with whatever you have. If you use a Samsung Galaxy S5 and it serves you, you're able to make calls with it, you're able to chat with it, you're able to download the apps that you think you need to survive here on earth with it. Let that be enough for you. If you cannot afford an iPhone, don't go get it. Don't You're just doing yourself. You're not doing that to please anybody because the people you see out there, like I said, do not care about you. They don't care how much you got your iPhone. They don't care how much your wristwatch costs. They don't care how much you spent on your hair. They don't. They've got their own problems to figure out. They've got their own thoughts going on in their minds. So be content with whatever you have. Don't go out of your way to do something that is way beyond you. Don't do that to yourself, especially if you're young and you're, starting life. You're trying to put two and two together and try to start life and build something for yourself. Please keep your money. Don't worry, don't bother. You can use the same phone for 6 years. Nobody cares as long as it gets the job done for you. It's okay. You can wear the same belt for the next decade and people don't care. You can buy a $50 wristwatch and it's okay. Good. Just go with it. Don't get caught up into this materialistic world that is trying to like chase the life that is in us to make us buy more and want more, and as though what we have is not enough. No. Whatever you have right now, this second, if it's not broken and being a white elephant in your room, it's okay. It's good for you. Be content with what you have. There is so much life in little than there is in plenty or many. God be with you. Thank you very much for watching this video.